Yes, good evening, viewers. I hope you can hear me. Let me just see if my sound is somewhat okay. Yeah, hopefully not too loud for you there. Yeah, as you noticed, we're a bit late. I'm not sure where John is, but yeah, sometimes you have to improvise, so we'll do the best we can. Qualifying is over, as you can see. Yeah, there's the instantly chat, Benny Paulus, Meadow. Good evening, guys. So yeah, I'll try to do the best I can tonight. As I said, I'm not sure where John is, but hope he's all right. Yeah, we'll try to get by him. Get by without him, I should say. Well, there's the big miss, of course, we have is that my English is not as good as John's, nor am I as good a commentator as he is. But yeah, sorry about that. My big apologies. I'll do the best I can. Hopefully, well, the most important thing is that John is all right, but it would be nice if he would be able to join us soon. But yeah, very nice standing to look at in this championship. Of course, we have both Gentle Fatile and Luca Princi both at 106 points at the moment. So they are leading the gold classification tournament. And in the Silver Cup, we have, let's see if Sunday is going to load it. Doesn't look like it. But there's it's Luca Fernoldi who's leading the championship with 100 points at a very strong comeback race in Monza last time around. So, but as it stands for this race, Jentel van Tiele is on pole position again, followed by Luca Princi, so that's very nice in terms of the championship. But yeah, it's always a spectacular race, of course. It's Bathurst. So it's exciting to see what the first lap is going to bring. And let's just see what's going to happen, because it's still all to play for in the championship. Of course, there's 2 rounds gone. But, we have a popularity ballast in this championship. Of course, yeah. The thing is, I've had to take over the broadcast so late that I didn't really prepare that sort of thing on my side. So unfortunately, I won't be able to show you the popularity ballast, but I'm sure the people in this championship are very familiar with it. So I can tell you that the Ferrari and the McLaren both have 30 kilograms of extra ballast. And yeah, it looks like that definitely is in, well, this track is definitely a place where they can feel that, because the McLaren is, the first one is David Hill in P4. So definitely feeling the effects of that ballast. Let me just quickly see if I can look it up. I can tell you that the Honda has minus 20 kilograms and the Bentley has minus 10. Just going off the top of my head here, so let me see if I can get the table here with me. Which there you go. So that's the Bentley with, as I said, minus 10, and the Honda with minus 20. The Honda is not in tonight, I think. Let me just get the standings here as well. Benny says, maybe get out of the chopper. I hear the noises of the blades too loud. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the thing with professional John, who has all these nice filters, and I just set something up at the last moment. But, yeah, hopefully I've moved far away from the chopper. It's hopefully a lot less noise in the background. Tobias Horvat is for the second in the Silver Championship, and it was, let me look it up. The Honda, of course, did pretty well in the first race on Kota. track which... oh yeah, sorry, that's Tom Wegman, of course, in the Honda. And I don't think he's in tonight. Let me just... no, he's not in tonight, by the looks of it. So, no Honda tonight on track. But let me see if the Bentley is there. Yeah, there he is. It's... this car does not want to be seen in this. There you go. So 20 seconds until we start the formation lap. What was the gap between Vettel and Prince in qualifying? Let me see if I can get times up for you. This is the current session probably, but... is that not possible for me? Yeah, as I said, I joined in completely late. Just hoping for... John to get back in the final stage, but unfortunately he didn't make it. We can see the ballast here, but I'm afraid I don't have the times for it. That's unfortunate. Again, lots of improvisation tonight. Yeah, certainly the best we can. So yeah, let's hope this first lap on this beautiful track, challenging track as well. But let's hope everything is going all right. There's bound to be a bit of mess, but yeah, here's hoping. Here's hoping that we can get through alive. It's much better. Yeah, I can see that my microphone is sometimes picking up a bit of noise. Yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. Also, I'm not feeling, physically not feeling in the best mood or the best way I can, but yeah, it is what it is. So let's enjoy the race. 60 minutes tonight. We have a 40-minute pit window, so obviously starting after 10 minutes. And yeah, that's another interesting thing. How will the ballast affect the tire wear? I would say that this track is pretty would be pretty tough on the tires, especially with that added weight. Menno says it's going to be a great race, Daniel. You can do it. Yeah, thanks, mate. I hope so. I wish John was here. We'll be fine. We're gonna have fun. Already looks like a great race to be had with the championship leaders on the first and second position here. Closely followed, of course, by Faulkner, who I think he was a bit unlucky again in the last race. Got hit somewhere in the first corner. Maybe lower the game sound. I hear the engine now above your voice. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Because I don't want to be shouting over the engines, of course. But here we go, double foul. Benny says we are here. Thank you, thank you. We'll get through this. there's David Hill also with a, I think that's a good qualifying for him. Still, of course, in that McLaren. And Vernol is at that excellent comeback race in Monza, and he's starting in 5th position here. So here we go.
Green light, give me the one you can.
Yes, and there we are. It's Jettel Thiele going in first, but Faulkner immediately takes up a position, and there we see that David Hill is also looking here. If he can get past Prince, also obviously not a very good start. Behind there we see Vernol losing a place to Beats, I think it is. So let's just hope here. Ooh, that looks like a lot of chaos. This is a critical corner here in this first lap. We've seen pile-ups here, but so far it looks good. Oh, there's a bit of a yellow flag. Doesn't look too bad. No huge pile-up so far, so yeah, that looks good. We love that. You see a yellow flag here for the Sauro. Not sure. Yeah, he's way back on the lap, so I'm not sure what went on there. But yeah, here we see Jettel Thiele with a good start. Of course, we also saw him have a very good race in our Knaf Autumn Cup last week. So good to see him there, good to see him here. And also Faulkner having that good start. David Hill also making his way past Princey, sorry. And he's all the way back in the 10th position. That's a bad start and a eventful first lap, I would say. Let's see if I can get some replays here. Because you would think that he would have a lot of contact with other drivers, but just a quick replay here. So this is the first straight here. Ooh, and he gets touched there, thrown into the wall. So that's that. Oh yeah, and he goes in straight away, so that explains that position loss there for him. So instantly going into the pit. Cash 75 card says, get so slow, soort wieder für content war. My German is not so good, as you might have noticed in that pronunciation of your beautiful language, but yeah, welcome. So yeah, let's not be focused on Princey. Let's see where he comes out. Hopefully he can continue. But Jettel Thiele is still well on their way. Let's look at P3 and P4. P4 is now Beats. So I think he also had a pretty good start. Checking, yeah, he had made up 2 positions. And I always like to check who made exceptionally good starts. I have to look at the Piva, the 55 car. Made a good start, jumped up 8 positions. Princey, of course, we saw he had a very bad start. And Daniel Thiele is also in the pit. The Sauro, we saw struggling on that straight, is also in the pit. And let's also see if it's empties. Lots of yellow flags here now. So we're looking at a beautiful pack of 4 cars. So let's see what's going on here. Ooh, let's see what is that. I think that's... Yeah, we saw Aitor going over the grass there slightly. Might not be what you... Ooh, there's contact there. That's Vernol hitting Brosamle. It's... I shared a GIF today on the Discord of pretty much the exact same rejoin. I have to say, Brosamle did it a fair bit better. And Gas75 Cars explains, no problem, get fast cars racing producing content, like they would say. The leader of the team is daily streaming LFN Drive. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Noted by the stewards. Yeah. Kurt Peters just overtook Faken. Both of these guys in a McLaren. And let's look back at Vernol. I think he just passed. Langenbaum. And Car75 Card says the Audi killed there is a teammate. Yeah. I can imagine you're not the happiest guy right now, and neither is David Hill probably. Let me do a replay of 30 seconds, because I see David losing a couple of positions here, and it looks like... Has he already lost those positions here? I don't think so. See someone moving out of the way there aggressively, and this is the moment where David Hill loses those positions. That's P3 and P4 moving past him, so he's back in the 5th position now. So yeah, he won't be happy, but still not bad. 5th position, lots of racing left to do. 54 minutes right now. Oh, what's going on with Horvath? I hope that was one-sided. 50-second replay, I hope that's enough. Oh no, it's not. It's Vernol again with contact. I want to be sure that that is Vernol. I don't want to use anyone. I think that's car 26. Yeah, I think there was... so that's that replay of that. It's Vernol sending it. Well, everyone knows that I'm not going to do stewarding during commentary, but yeah, there's that action that you just saw. Alright, back to the top 5. Linkvar now putting the pressure on David Hill, who's made his way back to P4. So perhaps not so much putting the pressure on, hoping to just keep close to David. Yeah, David, well, I don't know if he's enraged, but he wants to make up on that little mistake he just made. Ooh, we have Beats getting a drive-through. And yeah, they're not gonna pronounce it name, sorry. Car number 10. Galbariardu? Yeah, that's my attempt at that name. Sorry, I'd love to hear how you pronounce that name, but please let me know. He has a 10-second penalty. Let me just check the race control there. Don't think there's... Let's see. Yeah, race control is riding right now, so... We are going to see the reason for those penalties really soon. Okay. Yeah, so that's cars number 10 and number 9 on lap 1. And number 10 gets a 10-second penalty, right, as we're seeing, for moving on the braking. So there's that. And we're going to check out with, I just want to get this name right. Galbariardu. Right, again, maybe, yeah, should I try it again? Yeah, I'm gonna try it again soon. But we're looking at him, and he moved on the braking in the first lap, so there's a penalty. And then we also have 240 getting a drive-through. That's for avoidable contact, where he rear ends number 23. Just checking out in the field. I'm looking at Bathurst. And, well, I mean, oh, look at that. That's the bit. Was there contact there? Quick replay. Let's do another camera view here. I don't think there was. He makes a mistake here. Bathurst doesn't touch him. He just loses it on his own, unfortunately. But yeah, I was going to say, because we saw, for a moment I thought that Patrick Bathurst was considering an overtake there. But of course he wasn't. It was actually a bit who made that mistake. Yeah, I see Beats is coming in, so that's for his drive-through. Just decides to immediately take it, which I think is the best thing, because yeah, field of course gets a bit wider apart during the race, so yeah, let's minimize that effect of that drive-through as we see him coming out of the pit again in P7, of course, losing time to the cars here, so that's P8. And Cambrai we're looking at, he's at P9, so that's Beats back in the 8th position. The number 10 car, or the driver of the number 10 car, whose name I'm probably not going to butcher anymore, of course can take his 10-second penalty during his pit stop, so he can wait for the official pit stop. The pit window now open, of course, since 2 minutes. Going to see when they can come in, when they want to come in. Of course, the first people already in the pit. Maybe they had a bit of damage. I saw a couple of yellow flags for Frits Intis. So perhaps he has a bit of damage and wants to get it repaired as soon as he can. Langenbaan has to defend there from Vernol pretty soon. Vernol championship leader in silver. And I'll be curious to see again. I'm not going to do stewarding from my position. Oh, let's go to Beats. He just overtook Brosamle back to 7th position there. But yeah, I'm not going to do stewarding from the commentary position. But I am curious to see if Vernol or the other guy involved in the incidents. Because there are 2 incidents, I'm afraid, with Vernol. Yeah, curious to see what stewarding will make of that. Lots of close battles here. Let's switch back to Langenbaan and the number 10 car, because they are switching positions, as we see that Vernol is taking advantage of that. So from the car of Langenbaan here. Yeah, this section is, wow, it's lovely. If you have a correct flow here, it's really it's a lovely section of the track, of course. It can also be a bit scary if you're a backmarker like me. Perpetual backmarker, I should probably say. Yeah, it's a scary section, because people who are a lot quicker than you are going to try to overtake you there, which is not necessarily a smart thing to do, but they will still try. And Red Dam says in the chat, destroyed my whole race, good job guys. Yeah, I can completely understand your frustration. That's very much part of this track. I would say that usually we are able to, well, be fairly strict, which hopefully results in cleaner racing in the long run. But yeah, you can of course never get rid of incidents. But yeah, again, completely understand your frustration. O'Connell here chasing. Galbariatu. See, it's not so difficult. I can do it. And so looking at Cambrai, who's following Brosander. And Daniel Thiele has a 10-second stop go. Is that correct? And of course, 177 didn't hold brakes during the spin and collected 21. So that's a stop and go, 10 seconds. Come on, Tim Miro, says Johan Houwen. Of course, we're instantly going to switch to him. And come on, Kurt Peters. Yeah, we're also going to check Kurt out, of course. Yeah, last week already let us know that he was really excited about this race, so and with good reason. So Tom currently in the 19th position, but already I was going to say already in the pit stop, but that's not correct, I think. But, yeah, just don't mind me. I'm just babbling on. Let's also look at Kurt for a second. Yeah. Or let's not, because Tom is... Oh yeah, sorry. I think that's a back marker there. Obviously it is, because he's getting a lot of blue flags. And that would be... Daniel Thiele, who's not about to let him go. Oh, there's Princey having a yellow flag again. Oh, what's going on? Wow. Oh no. So there's contact. Is that with Hill? I wouldn't hope so. No, it's not Hill. Trying to find out who that car is. So we're going past Kurt Peters here, being one of the McLarens. No, it's not it's NTS. I think he had contact with Borchako. So he is in 17th position. Princey went back to the pit. And that's a huge impact for his championship. We have 5 rounds in this championship, of course this being the 3rd, so it's not over yet, but yeah, that's a big hit for his championship position, of course. The other sharer of the 1st/2nd position is Jentoft Thiele, who's still having a excellent race so far. Already has a gap of 9 seconds towards Faulkner. Also looking a bit at the Race for Wishes chat, and this is my moment to plug our upcoming Race for Wishes. We're going to have a 24-hour race on the 2nd and 3rd of December, and I know a couple of you already have signed up, so yeah, welcome, and looking forward to it. Things are getting clearer and clearer in terms of what we're going to do. Last week we decided on the incentives and how we're going to apply them. So yeah, that's exciting stuff, and really looking forward to it. Really hope to see a lot of you guys out there. And let's look at Faulkner, who has again a lot of bad luck here. He's actually... So he drove in 2nd position and he locked off. And I'm absolutely not sure what went wrong there. But of course we see lots of people taking advantage of his loss, so that even means that the number 10 car is now on a virtual podium position. Of course, we have still 2/3 of the race to go, so let's not celebrate that too early. Which, of course, the same goes for David Hill, 2nd position. It's by far his best result this season, I would say. And let me just get the overall standings and see where he is. So I think he's a bit further down the championship. Actually, he's 8th overall, so not at all bad. That means that he will be 6th in the Gold Championship. So, by no means a bad result, but this could be a nice point haul for him if he can keep this up. Let's see, Beats, of course, having done a drive-through, but still back in the 15th position. Looking at Brosamle, and he got a 15-second penalty. Let's see why that is. Brosamle, car 107. Time penalty for car 107 for avoidable contact. He rear ends 669, who already has retired? Question mark. Yeah, I think he has. Not sure. Maybe, just maybe, we can get a replay of that, but no promises there. Yeah, I think. Let's look at this replay. This is all the way back from the first lap. Yeah, he hits the 669 car a couple of times there. Tobias Hoffman, yeah. So, unfortunately, already out of the race. Aye, says Gas. Yeah, absolutely. Lots of things going on here in terms of penalties, in terms of race incidents as well, which is really unfortunate. Of course, it is a very difficult track, so I'm not going to judge. I'm not too talented myself, so I would hope I'm a fairly safe driver. As we see the number 10 car taking a look at Vernol. McLaren, of course, having lots of ballast. David Hill isn't doing too bad in it. Well, neither is Vernol for that matter, but Jentel van Tiele is doing very well in that Lambo. And of course, the number 10 car. Yeah, yes, I am considering doing another attempt at pronouncing that name, but no, I'm not going to do it. Of course, also driving the Lambo, so definitely piling up the pressure here on Vernol. And Vernol gets a drive-through. So we already were a bit wary of his involvement in those accidents, those little incidents. Yeah, that's avoidable contact, as he rear-ended car 107. Sorry. Who has also already... No, that's Brosamle. We saw that incident happen somewhere in the first couple of laps. That's lap 2, actually, to be exact. So, lots of penalties given out there. We have seen worse on Bathurst. We also have to be honest about that, and let's take the... positives out of that it's not as bad as it was last time. But yeah, it's a difficult track. It's a narrow track. And, yeah, you really have to bide your time here. But because there are so few possibilities to overtake, of course, people are going to take more risks, and then yeah, the inevitable happens. following these guys as well in his McLaren. As you see that Marco de Wit is still in the pit there. Let's see how far or how long his pit has been so far. No, it's not too bad. Doesn't look, well, it looks like a regular pit stop, let me put it that way. Because he has stopped for 39 seconds so far, so I would expect him to leave any time. If this is a regular pit stop, of course. Maybe no. That takes a long time, so that doesn't seem like a regular pit stop. So there are no requirements in these pit stops. You can pretty much do what you want or what you require. But, as long, of course, as it's within the pit window, or the pit stop will not count. And we see lots of people coming in. For Sako also getting his 30-second time penalty. And it's also... Oh yeah, sorry, already... I think I already... gave you that. No, actually, Vernol actually got a second drive-through for his other incident there. The 669 car. Frits Entius, helaas te veel schade, dus toeschouwer. Let me just translate that. Frits has become a spectator of this race, so he had too much damage. Yeah, that's really unfortunate, Frits. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Of course, we would love to have seen it another way, but yeah, it is what it is. And I'm not sure what's going on there with Vernol, but both of these guys have penalties, but yeah, Vernol is making a mistake. That's not what I was going to be, what I was going to say, but yeah, it does continue. Let's look at Traversa, who is also in the pit. Some oh, sorry, we're looking at Cambrai, of course. We just overtook Samle here. Red Dem says deserve for Vernol. Yeah, again, I'm not gonna do any stewarding, but yeah, let me just say I can completely understand what you're saying. I can, yeah, I understand exactly what you mean. And it's Vernol again. There's a little incident here. We see Kurt Peters coming into the pit. Nope. Yeah, there we go. I was looking for that nice little display of who has had a pit stop and who has not. And that, of course, being a official pit stop. one between the pit window and not a stop and go penalty. So we see that Jentel still has to come in. Well, there you go, everyone in the top 10. But let's look at where Fernot is now, because he's standing still in the. Of course, has quite a bit of damage, but we'll also have to do those drive-throughs. So yeah, there you go. Andre in that upper section there, the beautiful part of the circuit had a yellow flag there for a second. So a mistake is easily made here. Really need to keep your head straight when you're in that second sector here. Yep, there's Langenbaan coming in as well. Jentel going for another race win here. Of course, we have a bit more than half the race to go, so I always have the tendency to give out awards way too quickly. But looking good for Jentel so far. Right now has a 21-second gap to David Hill. And both of these guys still have to come in. Yeah, remember what I said about being a backmarker in this section. I think Jentel is being sensible here, because of course he is quicker. And believe me when I say we backmarkers absolutely know that you guys are quicker, but it doesn't mean we can move aside on a section like this. So I think, yeah, Jentel wasn't trying to make any moves there, but he can pass here on this nice straight. It's a much better position, but of course the backmarker also has to play ball, which was absolutely no problem in this case. And how's Gabarriartu coming in for his penalty, already coming up actually. So back in the 11th position, and also having made his official pit stop. Putting pressure on Rosanda. Again, these guys still have to make a pit stop, so I would not try any silly things here. Although both have decided to just stay out. And sorry, because I think that... Is that Pachaco? Yes, it is. These guys are not on the same lap. So there you go. That explains a whole lot, doesn't it? That's Brosamba coming in, Bijsters coming in. Brosamba, of course, having that 15-second penalty as well. And unfortunately, Prinzi has not come out of the pit again, as you can see. So as we feared his race very much over. Beats coming back into the 4th position here, profiting of Bijsters and Brosamba taking their pit stops. Bijsters within a second Langenbaan. Dijkhuis coming in. He was running in P9 just now. And as you can see, the top 3 still having to come in. Top 3, of course, Cambrai having moved up a fair bit. 10 positions now, but he chooses to come into the pit right now, as has David Hill. So that's P2 and P3 doing their pit stops. That's still Jentel van Tiele, who has now a 58-second gap and counting. Because, as I say, as we just saw, David Hill is into the pit. So, yeah, this guy is making that gap ever bigger and can probably take it easy with the pit stop. And that's a nice position to be in, I would say. Let's look at the number 10 car, as we like to do. Because he's within a second of Fake. Here we go, Cambrai. Yeah, Cambrai coming out, sorry. Thinking that, yeah, Princey being retired, same goes for Heveling and Mazza. So Jentel, now the only guy still having to do his pit stop. So let's see when he decides to come in. Looks like he completely has this race in hand. He has a 1 minute 17-second gap to watch David Hill. So yeah, he can take things easy, I think. Oh yeah, let's look at this. Fake under pressure from Galbariatu. Fake hitting the wall there, and he's a bit wide here as well. Yeah, that's off the track there. Lets him go, and that's the right move, of course. So just by sheer pressure, Galbariatu was able to get this position from Faker. That's, I would say that's a nice move. Because it's easy enough for guys to, for drivers to make a mistake here. But you have to push them into that sometimes. I think Galbariatu did that just excellently this time around. I see let me just check on the incidents. It's a drive-through for car number 13, Wit, causing a collision. He fails to slow down on the yellow flags and drives into car 23. And this is as much as possible. Oh yeah, that's Princey. So yeah, I know it's not a lot of, let me say that, you won't feel a lot better by it, Princey, but yeah, there's at least a small penalty given out for that. I know you get absolutely nothing for that, but yeah, there you go. The harsh reality of being a sim racer, unfortunately. So, Rosanna is in the pit. And not sure if that's, because that's his second pit stop, I think. Did I forget he got a penalty? 7. Oh yeah, that was his 15-second time penalty, but he got that fairly early on in the race. So yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not sure what's why he's in the pit again. What I can tell you is that he has already stopped longer than a minute. So it doesn't seem likely that this is just by any means a regular pit stop. Tila, not unsurprisingly, has the quickest lap of the race with 2 minutes 2 seconds in 682. As he comes into the pit now for his pit stop. Let's just see where David Hill is on the track. Still in the second sector, so Jentel can take his time. Which is absolutely not a jab towards David Hill, but Jentel is just someone who can control a race. As we see, let's see, can I find out who that is? Moving aside there, I think that's Dijkhuizen, yes it is. So, moving aside there for David Hill is Dijkhuizen. See David Hill here, we see Jentel van Tila is already exiting the pit lane. So yeah, there you go. Back in P1 with a 49-second gap. So pretty much in control here. Let's jump in the car with Langenbaan. 1.5 seconds from Michael Kok. Michael Kok, we haven't really seen so far in the race. He jumped up in an amazing 13 positions. Will be overtaken here. Is that correct? No, that's a bad one. So there we see Michael Kok driving around in the BMW. Second there to Langenbaan. We can absolutely see the gap coming down and Langenbaan getting a bit bigger there. Now half a second. But even if Dirk does that overtake on Michael Kok, still a pretty amazing result so far. It's not a result. It's it is a good position, starting 17th on the grid. Now we're driving on in the 4th position after pit stops. Yeah. That's pretty good. I'm also keeping an eye on this battle between Kurt Peters, who I know. Oh, look at that! That is a back marker. That's Pika, I think. So not sure what happened there, but Miro backed off a bit. I was going to say that Miro came really close to Kurt Peters within half a second. But, let's switch quickly back to Langenbaan and Kok. Kok defending there from Langenbaan, or is it Langenbaan? I think it is. But, let's keep a track of this fight, and I'll keep an eye on the Peters-Miro battle as well for P10. Of course, Kurt having a few fans in the chat, I think, or at least one. So you see that Langenbaan is making his move here on Michael Kok on the outside, but of course that gives Michael the correct position to defend. However, instantly crossing back here on Michael. is David Langebaan. Oh, no, please don't touch. Okay, there's a slight touch there. And he immediately backed off, so doesn't look too bad there. But they're still continuing the fight. It says inderdaad, indeed. I would loosely translate that. Michael definitely feeling the pressure there. But I've seen him do a couple of strong races these last, well, I would say 3-4 races. He's been really strong. I would say from the second round of the Knaf competition we're also hosting. Yeah, he's had a couple of very strong rounds. And also doing excellent defending upon excellent defending here against Langebaan. Ooh, and Langebaan chooses to go on the outside there. Because he will have to force something here. Kok is absolutely not giving up anytime soon. He sends it a bit there. There's a bit of contact there, I think. Miro still a second from Kurt Peters, as it is. So Langebaan has to readjust a bit. And also switching to Cambrai and Bathurst. Bathurst, of course, here in the beautiful green Lamborghini, being followed by his teammate for the Race for Wishes, Jochen Cambrai. And I'm also one of the teammates in their team, so please guys don't hit each other. No, I'm sure they'll be fine. These guys know each other very well, of course, from DC-SimRacing. Let's get back to Dirk Langebaan. Again, on the heels of Michael Kok. Can he force the position here? That's an incredible point of the circuit. But if you mess up the braking and the direction of the forces goes the wrong way, you're basically out of control and you become a bowling ball, which is almost what happened for Dirk there. So we see a back marker here moving aside. Let's see. Let's look at the Miro Kurt Peters battle. Miro, we see Miro sliding around there a bit. But Peters still having the best of it so far. It still remains around 1 second, the gap. And just 11 minutes to go. Pit window almost closing, but that's of course irrelevant as everyone who's still in contention. Contention, yes, that's the word. Already has done their pit stop, so just a bit of useless information as you give it out. And Dirk Langebaan is side by side here with Michael Kok and is finally going to make that move. Or is he? Because Michael is not giving up once again. There we go. And now we get that difficult middle sector, where overtaking is pretty much impossible, but I can imagine that Dirk is getting a bit, might be getting a bit hopeless here. So he might be getting a bit optimistic at some point. So just send it and get it over with. But it would be wise for him to stay sensible. There's still 10 minutes to go. So still a couple of attempts you can make on the straights that we have here. And still keeping an eye out for those other battles. Bathurst Cambrai and Peters Miro. It's also pretty close battles, but this so far is the closest battle on track. So and it's been good to see Michael Koch doing some excellent defending here. So could this be it? Langenbaan in the slipstream here. But again, Michael has the correct position. Oh, there's contact there. And that means that Langenbaan gets the position, but yeah, it's completely up to stewarding there. So we see that Miro gets a 15-second. My screen is a bit small. Or is that a very old penalty that I just didn't register? 268. Yeah, you already had a 15-second time penalty. So I'm rambling on about this battle between Peters and Miro. And I'm sure you absolutely don't mind me checking in with Kurt. But of course, Miro having that 15-second time penalty, this is not really a battle, of course. Yeah, so that means that the Langenbaan-Koch battle, unless Langenbaan gets a penalty, that battle is also over. So now we're getting back to Cambrai and Bijsters. Checking out Krediet and Dijkhuizen, because alles Krediet we haven't seen too much of during this race so far. But of course we can still give him some airtime that he deserves, because he's getting fairly close to Dijkhuizen now. Also within a second. And even though we know that Miro has that 15-second penalty, we're definitely going to jump over to that battle he has with Kurt Peters had now, because it's still track position, so still want to see what happens here. And of course Kurt will still enjoy a battle, even though it's with someone he knows that he will eventually beat anyway with 50 seconds. And then again, there's also always that scenario that Kurt can make a small mistake. Not saying that's going to happen, don't panic Kurt Peters fans, but yeah, you never know. On this track it's very easy to lose the car, become a bowling ball, as I just described. Yeah, and then you can easily lose those 15 seconds. So he will still want to keep ahead of Miro here. As we see Jentol, our race leader, moving his way past him. Gap to David Hill now, 53 seconds. Jentol is very much in control. 6.5 minutes left in this race of official time. And Beats, who had that drive-through, I'm going to check myself, because I think he did have a drive-through. Yeah, he did at the beginning of the race, but he is back in the third position, so I would say that's very nice recovery. And then we see Langenbaan, who we are mindful of, would perhaps get a penalty, but let's see what happens there. Has a bit of traffic, which chooses to move aside there. Yeah, I tip my hat to you, back Margaret, because that's not something I would have done. Getting out of your balance, out of your rhythm, and potentially making even more mistakes, which of course you want to avoid. Speaking of mistakes, there's Luke Faken having his moment there, losing it there on the upper section of the track, but removing his way, or sorry, not removing, he's moving on back on his way here in the still 9th position, so that's absolutely by no means a bad result for him if he can keep it up, but hopefully he doesn't have damage. And again, there's Jentol there in the background. He's the red car and also the red lining here in this the story of this race. So we see his car popping up in the battles we're keeping an eye on, left and right. And speaking of those, still the gap between Bathurst and Cambrai about half a second. So not much change there. Second. I think Patrick is a bit quicker in the second. Do I have any data on that? So just looking at the sorry, that's the qualifying. Not really interested in that, but it could give us an indication. Of course, the Bathurst does a 56.57 in the second sector, and Cambrai usually does a 57.2, so that's more than half a second gap. Could be car characteristics, of course. Cambrai driving around in an Aston Martin, so that's of course an entirely different car compared to the Lamborghini here. Let's look at this Faken. Saw make a mistake just now. Is now closely followed by Peters and Miro. And 21 with this Porsche. Sorry, I'm gonna see how this is going to be pronounced. Porsche. I'm going to, that's around maybe somewhere in the ballpark of how you would pronounce that name. Gets another 15 seconds penalty as we see that Luke Fake is going on the curb there and once again on the curb, which means that Kurt Peters is able to make his move there. And also Miro looking to make his move, but not sticking with it. Maybe he's so much aware of the penalty that he has that he doesn't want to risk anything else. But speaking of penalties, the 21 car getting a 15 second penalty there. Surprising the 107 car, which of course is no, it's not Pincy, sorry. Miro. Before I continue my stupid story, let's do a replay here, because what went on here? Oh yeah, Miro is not even, that's another hit by, it's not so much a hit again by Luke Faken. Of course, Luke Faken was involved in a one-sided incident there. To his credit, Faken does the gentleman thing and waits for Miro, because he absolutely was not intending to hit him there. His tires are obviously a bit warm here. As we see him slipping around all over the place, just making a quick jump past Jochen Cambrai. He's within still half a second of Patrick Bathurst, but I think we can safely say that that is not going to change anymore during this race. Jentel van Thiele already flashing his lights. There is 32 seconds left on the clock. All bets are off if this is indeed the last lap. I would think it is. Let's see what happens. Either way, if Jentel can keep this together, and I know he can. We're looking at the race winner here. But let's see what happens as there's 8 seconds left on the clock. I think he's going incredibly slow here. Which I absolutely understand, because he has a 40-second gap here. So yeah, there we go. It's Kurt Peters also finishing the race there behind him. Let's switch back to Jochen Cambrai. Of course, Jentel van Tiele. Congratulations, Jentel. It's a very, very good result there once again. Benny Paulus says so bad for Tim Miro. Yeah, absolutely. Got hit there that last lap around. And yeah, absolutely, as you say, Benno, nothing he could do. But yeah, as I said, Luke did the correct thing and gave him back the position. But yeah, it can be frustrating, of course. Yeah, that's the best thing that they can do. Let me jump to David Hill, who comes over the line here, followed by Beats, both having excellent races here. Langenbaan, I'll be interested to see, maybe the stewarding didn't see much going on there. Of course, they will have a much better view and several replays to check out. So I'm not going to pass any judgment. So Benny Paulus says, well done, gentleman. Yeah, I love that nickname. And very well done by Jentel van Tiele. Of course, doing a good business here in the championship, as Langenbaan is also very happy with his fourth position. That's Michael Kok having another strong race, as has Patrick Bijster, Jochen Cambrai. And I'm gonna try it again, guys. Galbariartu. Yes. Nailed it. P8 despite his penalty. So yeah, I'm gonna scratch it off as a nice result as well. And let's round it off with Kurt Peters already in the pit. And yeah, Tim Miro being a bit unfortunate there in that last lap, but didn't lose any positions, fortunately. So, well, my apologies for the sort of ad hoc last moment, yeah, how are you gonna say that, the theme of this stream, just to put a little rhyme in there as well. But yeah, sometimes you have to improvise a bit, and I think we did a decent job anyway. So yeah, let's hope everything is okay with John. And well, see you in 2 weeks. Of course, we at DC have another championship. A couple of things coming up. Of course, I already mentioned the Race for Wishes, 2nd and 3rd December. Of course, we also have a sprint, a endurance cup coming up. 18th of November is our first race. 6 hours of the Nürburgring. So we see that Dirk Langenbaan says, "What a fight!" He says to Kok, and he's absolutely right there. But yeah, that's just a bit of plugging there for the events coming up. Of course, the Race for Wishes is our most important thing now, but yeah, we still have plenty of other nice stuff. We have the Knap competition, the Autumn Cup, that's still running. Yeah, and just hope to see you there. Benny Paulus says, good commentary. Dankjewel, Benny. Ik doe mijn best. Car75 Cards says, thanks for the cast. Yeah, no problem. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.